All right, awesome, awesome. You hear me? Well, welcome, 9 p.m. on Thursday in the trade room with Justin Adams, myself. I appreciate everybody hopping on this IMO TV session, and we are also going to be recording this for a tutorial on newest people coming in to really know how to utilize and use swipe trades. So a lot of people now, there's been, kind of these same questions popping up over these last few weeks, these few months, and just to regroup and recalibrate everything, swipe trades in the month of January, we did about 919 profiting pips at about a 72 to 73% win rate. So what that means is that even on a micro lot in that month, you could have made about $91.90 around there. On a regular lot, around $919. And a standard lot, which I know a lot of you don't use, it's really for, professional traders know what they're doing, or those who have, a lot of capital could have made 900 around, 900 and $190 around there. So for a premium service like swipe trades, where we're analyzing the markets for you and you simply copy and paste, for only being $15 a month starting on February 15th of this month, we gave you guys an extra 2 weeks because it's been successful and because, the updates and, a lot of questions that you guys have had. So we wanted to take care of you guys first. But first and foremost, what we're going to get into on this session is really what to do when that alert comes on your phone and where to take that alert and utilize it while the trades are going and while it's being managed. So really quick, I have a Google Drive here, and we're going to get into it. So first things first, swipe trades, when you get an alert like this, right? Actually, let's go back. We're going to go to, where's the other one? New trade alert. Here it is. So you get a new trade alert. This one was today. This was the NZD USD trade alert for a sell. So in the notes it said sell NZD USD at so-and-so price, right? So when you're looking at parameters like this, you see that it's a limit. It was a sell limit, and you have the stop loss prices there given to you. So 0.73546. Your take profit is 0.7300. Your take profit 2 is 72.650. And in the notes, it simply says sell NZD USD at this price, and the risk is 30 pips. Disclaimer, even with 3 target points, only enter 1 position, solidify profits along the way. So what that means is we're going to get into that because that's a lot of you have the same questions. So when you see the alert and you see that it's a sell, you simply are going here. When you're in your MetaTrader 4 app, you select the pair, which is at the top here. We have the NZD USD selected. And then in the center, there's what's most likely most of the time is called a market execution. Now, we're not going to be calling any more market executions in swipe trades due to confusion. So we're going to be doing what's called a pending order. So a pending order simply means a buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop. So really quick, I'm going to get into exactly what they are, what a buy limit is, what a sell limit is, what a buy stop is, what a sell stop is. And I know I did this on a previous session, but we'll just do it again for you guys, and since this is being recorded. So a buy stop simply means if price is down here or price is up here and price is right here. So we have a rally in price that's going up like this, and it kind of consolidates around here. A buy stop simply means that you're wanting an order to basically get executed when this has a breakout. So this is a buy stop. Right? A sell stop is the exact opposite. When price is right here, around up here, and it consolidates a little bit here. It's my bad. Like this. A little bit here, goes up, goes down. and then you're waiting for that breakout to happen here, and it'll execute on this price level, which is what a sell stop is. It's very important to know the difference of the orders. So when you see the alert via SwipeTrades, you know exactly what it is. So a buy limit and sell limit. Now, limits are simply when the same thing, except instead of a breakout, you're waiting for price to reverse off a certain price level. So a sell limit is when price is up here and price is rallying up. What you're waiting for is for this to trigger the execution here and being a sell limit, going right past the sell limit, and then boom, straight away. That's what's called a sell limit. Right? And buy limit's the exact opposite. So price will be down here. And you're waiting for price down here, go up here, to trigger this order, and then go away right here. So that's a buy limit. Now you see these orders going here. So if this order in particular today, NZD/USD, was a sell limit. So what you would do is in your MetaTrader 4 platform is you would click, instead of the check mark being next to market execution, you would then touch your finger and hit sell limit, right? So it would hit sell limit, and then all you simply do from there is now, and it says buy limit, my bad, but it should be sell limit, is you put your price in. I just did it for a screenshot. Your price that was in your swipe trade. So let's go back here. Price was, I think this was 0.73246. So that price, you're simply copying and pasting into price, entering one time. Another important thing to notice before that is if it has one or two entries. So if it has entry 1 and entry 2, you're going to enter only 2 positions, right? You're not entering 6 times because it has 3 take profits. You're not entering, 3 times because it has 3 take profits. You're entering on entry, right? If you want a twin trade, if there's 1 entry called and you want a twin trade, you take the risk that's given. So say it's a 0.04. If you divide that in half, then you can open 2.02 positions. Okay, does that make sense? So a lot of you are asking, do I enter the trade 6 times? Do I open 6 positions because there's 3 take profits? No, these take profit points are simply a target of where price can go. Obviously, your first take profit is most likely to get hit. Your take profit 2 is another one that's, kind of in the middle where it's likely to get hit. And take profit 3 is more of a longer term type. If you want to hold it, depends on what type of trader you are. So back to here, all we're doing is we see all these prices are given to you in the SwipeTrade call on your app. So all you're doing is going from your SwipeTrade app to your MetaTrader 4 app on your phone. SwipeTrade app to MetaTrader 4 app. SwipeTrade app to MetaTrader 4 app. So you type in the price, then what is the stop loss on here? We type in the stop loss, and then you type in your take profit point that you want for that position. Depending on your account size, if you want to do take profit 1 and you're going to bed, don't want to run risk of it hitting stop loss, then just put in take profit 1 as a price, so on and so forth. If you're on during the day, just hit take profit 2, take profit 3, or solidify along the way, which we will get into after that. So we went over the different orders, how many times do you enter the trade, and using MetaTrader 4 and how to input it in your phone. So now the next question is, like this NZD/USD we got today, our entry was right here on this blue line where this white is circled. We had a nice rally down, about 44 pips right now. Well, right now it'd be like around 40 pips, but it went 44 pips. Our take profit 1 was about 24 pips around in this area right here. So obviously hit that and cleared that. So here, how do we solidify partial profits? Well, if my target point was right here, and you're getting a swipe trade notice to say, it's actually right here. So you get this, NZD USD plus 40 pips. Okay. Notes, this is just an update. Notice it's an update, not enter trade. It doesn't matter if these take profit points are here. Read the notes, the comments, and the order type. The order type says trade update. It doesn't say new trade alert. It doesn't say buy. It doesn't say sell. It doesn't say limit. It doesn't say anything of that. It just says trade update. So it's simply an update of a previous call that is now either hitting stop loss or is now in profit. This one is now in profit plus 40 pips. Move your stop loss to 0.73146. You can also take partial profit here if you want. So how do you take partial profits? Well, very simple. I have this in my phone, NZD USD, and these are all screenshots. Sell, 0.10 sell. When you go here and you swipe to the left, there's going to be a check mark here, a check mark. You hit that check mark. It will then bring you to this screen. I can close all my position with a profit of $30.90. Or, okay, let's worry about that later. Or I can take partial profits like this. So in here, you can type see this real quick right here. Here it is. You can then, your whole position was a 0.10, and you can type half of the position, 0.05, and you can close with half of your profit, $15.60. This way, you closed half your position, and you still have half riding on the position. If it says move your stop loss to this price here, you move stop loss to 0.73146. You type in a new stop loss, and then you go from there. So that's basically kind of it, guys. It's very simple. A lot of you, overcomplicating things. If there's one entry, enter one time. If you want a twin trade, cut the lot size that's recommended in half, enter twice. It's not entering 6 times because there's 3 take profits. Those are just target points for the trade in itself. How to take partial profits, we went over that and going in from there. So we can make this a Q&A. Do you guys have any other questions? Do you enter a new take profit? So let's say this trade is rallying and we're flashing back time here, going back to here, right? And you take partial profits. Well, you don't need to. You can just type in the new take profit point because you still have half of your position open. So you close with profits. You solidified half of the position, and then now you have half of that position still riding in case it keeps rallying down like this. And you can go from that. Yes, Arnold. Twin trading and partial profit technique are pretty much accomplishing the same thing. It just depends on, if the risk to reward is there, as far as, you have to make sure that your account size and what you're willing to risk per account size is what your lot size is, and you have to divide that lot size in half. Does anybody have any other questions as far as using the SwipeTrade app? So re-explain how I can change the trade example 0.10 to 0.05. Okay, so let's just go into here, and we want to close partial position. My whole position is 0.10 on the position here. In SwipeTrade, it said to move your stop loss to 0.73146. So I move my stop loss. I type that in here, 0.73146. That means now my stop loss is in profit. So if this were the reverse and I was sleeping, it would automatically close the trade out in profit. But here, your whole position is 0.10. Now taking partial profit is you can take partial of the position and close with profit right here. So all you do is you type in on your phone. Type in, instead of 0.10, type in something lower than the position size. So in this scenario, you type in a 0.05. Notice here it says close with profit of $15.60. So that means you close 0.05 of your position, and 0.05 will still be into the trade. Instead of this saying 0.10, it would say 0.05. How do I change the time frame based on what? Time frame shouldn't matter as far as executing the order. That's just looking at charts as a time frame. When there are two entry prices, do you put in two orders? Yes. One order at the entry 1 price and one order at the entry 2 price. Yeah, you can get a sound text alert if you go into your settings. I'm gonna look right now. You go into your settings and you go down. You go to notifications. Let me see real quick. Notifications. Scroll down to swipe trades. And you can see allow notifications, sounds, show a notification center, badge app icon, show unlock screen, so on and so forth. On the swipe trade, it doesn't matter. The time frame is just what the trade is, what I'm looking at. So it doesn't mean you can't change a time frame in your MetaTrader 4 unless you're looking at a chart. You can't change the time frame of the trade, if that makes sense. What if the market is past entry point? Good question. If the market is past entry point and you didn't get the trade alert in time and you look at the chart and it's past, I wouldn't enter the trade. You can set the limit, like of the price parameters. You can set the limit and see if it'll retest it to trigger the order. But I wouldn't enter the trade if price has already moved away from entry price. How do you determine if it's too late? Okay, so here, when you get a new trade alert, you see here, signal from myself, signal time 5 hours ago. That's a clear indication how long ago the signal was given. How do I change the stop loss? Simple, same thing with this. You swipe to the left, you click the check mark on the position, and you type in the new stop loss price. So I generally send the trades at a certain time each day, yes, because the sessions are going on. You have New York session, you have London session, you have Tokyo session. So those are the times that the market's really moving. And I just call based on the setup if the setup is there. The types of positions are right here, guys. The buy stops, sell stops, buy limits, sell limits. So again, buy stop is when price, you're looking for price to break out upwards and your position is above current price. Sell stop is when price is below current price and you're looking for a breakout low. Buy limits is when price is down and you're looking for price to reverse off that price for a buy. And sell is when price is above current price and you're looking for price to hit it and then drop low. How do you know when to take profit for buy stop versus buy limit? It's your take profit points are there. Yep, it tells you in the notification and everything. So it gives you prices right when you get the alert. This is what the alert will look like. New trade alert. This one was a limit. Your stop loss is here. Your take profits are here. So you simply just type it in here, hit that, and you type your prices in like so. Copy and paste. NZD USD is a managed trade now. It means your stop losses are now in profit, and you're just managing the trade, taking partial profits along the way. You can cut profit whenever you'd like, based on your account size, based on your daily goals, which everybody should have. Shouldn't just be trading blindly. You should be setting goals, daily goals, how much you want, how much percent of the account you want to grow per day, how many pips you want to catch per day, anything you guys are trying to achieve for your goals should be when to close the trade. Willie, so what that means is if you have $1,000 account, that means 0.01, if the risk is 30 pips, it's only a 1% risk of the account using that lot size. Now, we can't control what lot sizes you guys want to use. I can only advise based on how much we want to risk on the trade. So 1 to 3% is risk. So if you have a $1,000 account and you want to put a standard lot on, well, it's going to be a lot more than a 1% risk if it hits stop loss. But we can only advise, not execute for you. So when do we do market execution? There will be no more market execution, so there will be no more confusion. Arnold, I don't know if there's a way to automate the trailing stop unless you have MetaTrader 4 running on your computer. I don't think you can do it on the phone, not that I know of. How many alerts should we expect during the day? You got 2 today. That's all that was given out, and then some updates. It depends on the day. It depends on what's set up. It depends on anything. You can't rush into a trade. You got to let the trade come to you. So that's my philosophy. I don't just call signals for the fun of it and want to get in every single trade, every single retracement, and catch as many pips as possible. I'm only calling the quality setup. How do you take partial profit, Jay Beers? We were going over that in a little bit ago, but I will go over it right now really quickly. Simple. If I have a 0.10 position running, this is our NZD USD trade, you simply go here, you swipe to the left if you're in your phone, swipe to your left, hit the check mark, and then it'll open this screen. In this screen, your lot size will be determined in the center of right here where it's circled. So all you do is you can type in a lower position size and close the half of the position with profit. Or you can do a 0.02, 0.08. It'll give you the amount that you can close right now and still have a position riding in the trade. So you're not out of it completely. So this week's swipe trade has been kind of not a lot of calls, and there's a lot of reasons because of that. One is because it's FOMC and NFP in the same week. It's very high risk. Two, the markets are really choppy. And in the beginning of the week, there's a lot of broken structure, kind of trend changes, so on and so forth. So, I didn't really want to risk any of you guys getting into too many setups and everything. But we did have a very successful first month, and we'll continue to have successful months for a long time to come. So really quick, next I'm going to go over this NZD-USD setup that we called this morning. I was looking at this, and then I saw fellow IML TV educator Jay Pips looking at it too. I decided to give my input on where entry and stuff was, so I called it out. So here you see is simply you have a resistance point right here, obviously where price stopped and was rejected down. Then you have a retest of that resistance here. So this retest of resistance indicates what's called a double top formation, where price has a hard time breaking previous price, so it's indicating a trend change direction. So here we have a zone up here as well. This is H4, where I do a lot of my analysis on. Also, if you notice here, if you go to the 1 hour time frame, that same resistance was also a broken microstructure here. This line right here inside there. You see how it stopped here, went up, and then down. Notice how it consolidated on that same level. It broke it, and I have them highlighted. And let me just delete this yellow box. I have it highlighted here. This white circle here was support, and then now it acted as resistance. And then boom, you get the engulfing candle on H1. This was our trade setup here. Risk was literally 20, 30 pips right above the high. And then we've went 45 pips. Now stops are basically a break-even target, so it's a risk-free trade. But those were the reasons I took that. Also, there was also a harmonic right here. We had a nice cipher around a cipher pattern, I think it was, here, down to the 127 around there, and then up into 78.6 around here. So that's why we took the NZD-USD trade. That's what I saw. Risk was 30 pips. And now calculating the risk to reward based on your account size, if your risk is 30 pips, all right, let's figure out if I were to take this trade, and SwipeTrade does this for you, so a lot of you who are using the app have nothing to worry about. We advise, proper lot size positions and everything. But here, if it was 30 pips and my account size is $100, so I'm willing to risk 3% of my account size, right? So 3% of 100 is what? $3, right? So if the stop loss, and in SwipeTrade will say a 30 pip risk, that means I can only use a 0.01 max position to risk 3% of my account size. Does that make sense? Because 0.01 is 10 cents per pip times 30 pips. Equals $3. Now let's say SwipeTrade said 0.02 per 500 for 1% risk of account size. Well, in your eyes, if you want to risk 3%, 5%, 0.02 is 1%, so 3% is what? 0.06, correct? So you can do that multiple different ways. You can twin trade, have a 0.03 and a 0.03, or you can have just one position at 0.06. What does twin trading benefit? It's simply another way to take partial profits. So twin trading means if I have 2 take profit points, I can enter the trade twice at the same entry point, like here, I enter the trade twice, and I can have one position simply type in the take profit 1 on the 1, and then the second one, I can continue to have that ride, moving the stop loss gradually as it continues to go down. So that's going to wrap up the swipe trades portion of the trade room tonight. I want to thank you all for coming on, learning how to use the app more.